Welcome to Ynot on the PCT.
You walked to here about 4 years ago?
Yep, and took the picture that I've had on the front of my phone for quite a while, because I walked to here on the bridge and didn't walk to the end, and told myself that that I wouldn't walk to the end unless I started at Canada. I did. Finally walking to the end of the bridge. And beyond. Good morning. It's Monday morning. Walking out of the gorge. Left Carrie, 45 minutes or so ago after the emotional bit going across the bridge. And coming up now with here we have a nice view of the gorge. At some point here soon it starts to really climb, and I've gone up about 1,000 feet. It's about sea level at the gorge, and I'm at actually like 900 feet or something, but I go up to almost 4,000 feet in like 5.5 miles. So it's going to be just I'm assuming it's switchbacks, although I haven't looked, but basically just steep and unrelenting for 5.5 miles or so. It's going to be kicking in sometime here soon, but it's nice and cool and pretty, so far so good. Came out on top of a ridge here with the big view. You can see all the way back to Adams. On the other side in Washington, back there in the trees a little bit, is Hood, which is more or less what I'm going towards. And then here you're seeing down, you can see down to the gorge some. Above the trees here, and pretty big view. It's very cool. You can see 3 volcanoes. I don't know how well they're going to come out in the video, but you can see St. Helens there, then Rainier, then Adams, and Hood is kind of hidden behind this hill to my left, but still you can see quite a bit. Good morning. It's Tuesday, August 30th. I remember the date, so proud of myself. Been walking for, 45 minutes or something now. Just came out here with the view of Hood and the morning light. I have about 21.4 miles to walk today to Timberline Lodge, where I have dinner reservations and a room and breakfast reservations. So, just have it nice for just a bit. I also have a box that we shipped there with food for the 4-day section to the Big Lake Youth Camp, where I have another box shipped. At Timberline, you can pick up boxes till 4, so I really want to get there before 4 o'clock so that I can pick up the box today, because if not, I have to pick it up tomorrow, like after 8 or 8:30, and I really want to be walking before that, because I have a lot of miles to do in the next section. So that should be fine, although this from here to Timberline Lodge looks really there's a lot of elevation change The first part has been actually really easy, so I must be hitting more up and down later in the day. And I have a net of a couple thousand feet uphill because I'm at about 4,000 feet and Timberline's at about 6,000. So I have a couple thousand feet of net uphill, but there's something like 6,000 feet of uphill and 4,000 feet of downhill in this day. So, but I think if I keep moving, I should be good, but it'll be what it'll be. Right now it's very peaceful morning. Even though I'm in the trees like I was in Washington, so far it hasn't felt as dense and claustrophobic. I've realized that was kind of getting me especially the last 3 days in Washington, where it's just really, really dense and jungly. It makes me feel very kind of, I don't know, isolated or claustrophobic or something there, and was not enjoying that. And it was very humid. And now there's been some overgrown trail, and there's some bad trail yesterday, but most of the time it's kind of like this, where you're maybe not seeing a lot of view and you're shaded, you're in the trees, but it doesn't have that claustrophobic feel, so I'm enjoying that. I just crossed that log bridge over this glacial river that drains apparently 2 different glaciers up on Mount Hood. It wasn't very sketchy, but I still don't like the rock crossing, the river crossings. I think that's the last one for today. Getting up higher on Mount Hood, a couple miles to go to Timberline Lodge. Mount Hood's there. This big valley, which basically was a glacier that's receded. Way down there in the bottom is a river that, it's actually another one I had to cross, but that was really easy. All around, and over there you can see the trail that I'm going to go on over on the ridge there.